Action, action, action. Woo! Hey, ladies and gentlemen, I got him. I found him. I tracked him down. This is Slick Bartender. I would not be alive on YouTube as Mad Mixologist if not for this guy. Now, you got started because of my DVDs, right?
I watched it first in 2000 with King of the Ring, so and that's where I got to know you and I decided to research for now.
I was just looking for the pat on the back, that's all.
No, that's true.
Vlad,
Let's do this.
It's all yours, man.
Pretty cool, right? Napkin with a martini glass. Thank you so much, Dean, for having me. So I really like to teach bar tricks, and I'm not only teaching something that really hard to repeat. I actually focus in more on tricks that shouldn't take more than 2 minutes to repeat, because we don't have that much time. So we all like to learn something simple just to make the impression on the guest. And today I wanted to show you 3 of my favorite moves. One will be with napkin. One will be with a martini glass, and also we will use something with bottle. We're going to be using Jim Beam. The very first one, of course, we love all the napkin tricks, just because when you do this, it brings really good impression on your guest. And this one, the spin, is my favorite. Basically, it's very simple to do. Just for the as a basic, you kind of spread your fingers like this. If you're right-handed, use right hand. Place it first on top of your hand and just put it upside down. Very simple. If you do it with little motion pretty fast, it's already very impressive. Then second thing you need to learn is how to spin it. You see a napkin has this like this. You kind of open it and then hold the corner just right here and try to don't step too far, stay pretty close to the bar and do spin a few times. Of course, it's not gonna fly like this right away. It's probably gonna be like this, but it's okay. Just try maybe 20 times and it will be perfect like this. And for the next step, all you need to do is to combine this move with this little helicopter trick. And all together, it's supposed to look like this. Pretty cool, right? And then this is just the beginning. So you already, none of these tricks should take a lot of time, and just a few seconds to add the impression on your guest. And next trick, let me show it to you, for example, with the martini glass. And what makes it easy, because the trick with the bottle and will be very, very similar with this martini glass. So we usually keep them upside down, and before you chill them, let's say if you bring it from this part of the bar and from this one, this is how the trick will look. 1, 2, and then you can put ice. See what I did? It's actually super, super simple. We're doing it this way. If you see, I did a little extra. We take this part, like somewhere in the middle, don't hold it too close to the bottom, and then somewhere in the middle would be just perfect. And then put it upside down and keep going and place it on top of the bar. It looks so much better when you do it with little motion. Like for example, when you take it from this part, and then while you deliver it to the top of the bar, you do this movement. You see the difference? This is option number 1 and option number 2. But of course it just looks better for me. You guys make sure, let us know in the comments which one was your favorite, and actually let us know which one of these 3 tricks you like the most. And I specifically wanted you to learn this trick with the martini glass, because it's sort of like universal. You practice for a reason. Because let's take, for example, our mixing glass, and now you need to pour like ounce or 2 of bourbon. Of course, again, let's practice with plastic bottle, just because this is real bourbon. And you need to do this movement. The same grip, exactly the same. So it's just a little bit harder because a bottle usually a little heavier and the neck is bigger, so it will be just harder, but very little. So look, you do this movement and also keep going into the pour. Just like with this trick, you see it's exactly the same move, but for your guest it will look completely different when you do it this way or when you do it this way. And then you do the pour. And again, you can do exactly the same into the jigger, so just be like careful. And I prefer to do free pour because I know exactly how to pour and do 1, 2, 3. Really cool, right? And the coolest part that this move is just so easy. You never have to do, like for example, a trick like this will take a lot of time to learn. And it's dangerous. You can't do with all the bottles. If, for example, bottle don't have good shape like this, it wouldn't be easy to do. This trick you can do literally with any bottle, even if it have like a small neck, even if it's something like, for example, Gin Hendrix, right? You wouldn't do much with Hendrix, but you can do still the same move and do the pour. Just one important thing to mention, when you will be doing it with martini glass or with any other objects, even if it's a strainer or something like this, you can do it just like this. But when the bottle is let's say half full or less than half full, you can do it this way. So you just take it and spin on the same spot. But let me show it to you really quick with that one mistake that you might make, and I will help you to avoid it. I'm gonna be using, for example, completely full bottle, and you see the difference. So look, one more time, I'm taking bottle and do it right in this position. But if I will do with completely full bottle, there might be a little spill. So look, one, and there is spill just because bottle is completely full. So what you need to do is just add a little extra movement, because this is just like, let's say when you have a lot of liquid and if you just use your wrist, there most likely will be spill. But if you make your move just a little bit wider and then go like this, there will be no spill. So see the difference. Position number one with the spill, and now I'm going to be doing a little bit wider and a little bit smoother, and look, one and two.
Great content from Slick Bartender as always. Slick Bartender on YouTube. Vladimir, hey man, thank you very much.
My pleasure. It's always a pleasure. And also it's going to be another episode on my channel, so please check all the links in the description, because Dean just created probably one of my favorite episodes ever. It's about bar magic, so you definitely should go check it out.
I'm teaching a couple of tricks over there, some special content at Slick Bartender. It's an honor for me to be standing here beside this guy as a YouTube celebrity. I look up to him a lot. So that's all I got. Thank you very much. All right.
Until next time. Thank you
see you
everyone
in
for
the
watching.
pages.
Bye bye bye.
And the great thing that go home anyway. All right, guys. I hope no, because I know for a fact I don't need.
And right after you learn this trick, mix it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's great.
Napkin